athletes in general have always wanted this because I do know the percentage of divorces in sports. I always felt like to become a professional athlete, you got to be good at what you do, like from a young age. And you got the youth football league. I know you've been playing basketball your whole life.
Yeah, but you got to be good at what you do too, to do what you've done too.
But I'm talking about to be a professional athlete, to make it to the NBA, the NFL, the MLB. That's a lot of dedication on the basketball court. Less social skills because you've been really playing this sport your entire life. So once you get up there and you get into a relationship, you might not have had the time the dog or game had to be with the girls and all that, because after school, 3 o'clock, I was over here. Hey, what's up? And you was at practice till 7, go home, take a shower, and then shit, So I think the question is it possible that with all that disconnect, in young athletes' lives, like, from the time that they're young, when, you go to the I like a girl stage, you just don't have time, all the way to the NBA, right? And your season takes you away for how many? 8 months out of 12. Look, so again, you're only home for home games, and it's quick because you're back on the road. So after 17 years of being married to somebody and being a professional athlete, how well do you guys know each other on a day-to-day basis? Because then when you retire and you come home every single day, y'all ain't, in 18 years, y'all ain't been with each other every day.
Yes.
What does that look like?
And then on top of that, we messing up the road. They get in a routine without us around.
Exactly.
They coming in messing up their routine with the kids' schedule and bedtime and plays and practice and all this. That's a good question.
And when you get to the arena every day, when he gets to the arena every day, you got a routine. People waiting at your beck and call. Your foot ain't feeling right. You got somebody massaging your shoulders every.
Man, this is what I feel about professional athletes, and I'm talking about professional athletes at a high level, NBA, NFL, professional, making money, got a crazy schedule. I definitely feel like you should wait until you're done with your career to get married. There's been so many divorce settlements, and been so many child support payments had to be paid by athletes because they got with the wrong one, and they thought this person loved you for you, but not knowing that you're not going to be there. A lot of NBA players, NFL players kind of run into this when they retire. Is like they said, your family or your wife and your baby are used to you not being there. Now that you're there, they might not understand why you're there. Some of y'all get married to these girls just because you're the money. You guys think these women like you because you're cute? You guys think these women like you because you're a nice guy? They like you because you have money and status. They are okay with you not being there because they still get the money and status that you have when you're playing. My advice to all young guys that's in the NBA, NFL, wait till you're done. You truly don't know a person unless you're with them every single day. And this is why I say that on a high level. Like, I played overseas basketball. Yes, it was a high level, but we only had games 2 times or maybe 1 time a week. So I was with my wife all through the week. So we knew each other and we understood each other because we were together all the time. NBA is different. NFL is different. You may be practicing and coming home, going to sleep. You may be so used to people taking care of you, knowing who you are. Then when you retire, if your wife not doing that same energy, you're going to feel like you need somebody else. And if you come home, your wife has a routine, but because you're not there because you're working and you come back, you might be messing the routine. Your wife might be looking at you a different type of way. It's a lot of nonsense that you have to deal with. I always feel like, man, get a wife when you retire. When you have time to learn that person, because a lot of y'all get married so quick to these women and they take you for everything. They take you your money or they have kids with you. Now you got child support payments out the yin yang. Wait till you're done playing before you take that step in getting married, because you just never know the big change. When you retire as an athlete, you're going to go through the biggest change of your life. Everything's going to be different. You're going to be used to people talking to you, loving you, giving you the attention, taking care of you, to coming home to a wife that's not about that life. She just sees you as a paycheck. She sees you as an income source. That's why it's hard for these athletes to get with somebody while they're hot. Do I believe if this person's been with you ever since you were in high school, when you were struggling, you had no money, should you marry that person? I definitely feel like you should marry that person before you marry the girl you met in the club and she throwing it back on you. For sure. It makes total sense. This person was with you in the beginning. You had no money. You were struggling. You guys were together all the time. You guys know each other. You've been through thick and thin. See, don't marry the person when you up. Don't marry the person when you got everything. You need to marry the person that was with you when you had nothing. But athletes that make a lot of money, you feel like you're bigger than life. You feel like I should get the woman that I want, but that woman's not with you because of who you are as far as being smart, being who you are as a person. She's with you because of what you can provide, money and status. So when the money and status is gone and she got the babies, she now says, I don't need you because I can get child support and you still making a lot of money. I can get $50K a month easy. You've seen it across the board. It happens all the time. So do you think if you're an athlete, should you really think about getting married and if you just met somebody during your career? No, I would say wait till afterwards. Wait till you live with a person every single day for a year. Even 6 months. You live with that person every day for 6 months. You will know that person. You know what this person is, how they are, their quirks, everything. And they'll know you. She might not like you. Because a lot of us get into this routine when we're playing. It's like basketball. Everything's about me. And it's tough to be able to put that aside now and focus on your family. It's a hard thing for athletes because that's why we grow up. But do we really grow up? We just in our sport, especially if you're dedicated, you make it to the league. You've been in your sport from little to all the way to the NBA. You have no social life. So this is why when you get that little bit taste of social life and these girls are all up on you, you feel like, oh, they love me because they love me. No, they love what you can provide. They love who you are. This is why I say, get married after you're done playing. The smartest basketball players don't get married when they're playing. Hey, I'm going to get married afterwards. When I'm done, I can focus on my marriage. I can focus on that. But we see it time and time again. A lot of these guys get divorces. 70% divorce rate in sports. That's real. How much money has basketball players or NFL players lost due to divorce? Who all got hit? Michael Strahan got hit. I think Emmitt Smith got a divorce. Scottie Pippen got hit. All these guys, all these people getting hit. The recent one was Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert. He had to pay some bread. It's just one of those things. It's just like, it's just better to wait. It's just better to wait. It's better just to chill and just say, I'm going to wait. And I think if you ask the players that's gone through that stuff during their career, they're probably like, I should have just waited. Because then it becomes a distraction, especially if it's happened during when you're playing. So this is why, as athletes, be smart. They are not with you because you're cute. I'm telling you that right now. If she tells you you're cute, no, she's telling you that you have money and you have status. That's why I'm around you. Because I wouldn't be around you if you didn't have anything. But this is why I tell the athletes, man, if you had a girl before in high school and she's with you through thick and thin and she loved you and she making sure you straight, you probably should marry that one. That's the one you marry because she's already knows who you are. She knows the real you. The women that you guys fall in love with or happen to get with doesn't know you for you when you're making your money. They don't know the broke person that was on ramen noodle. They don't know the person that lived in the house that had roaches and stuff like that. They don't know that person. They just know you as a person with all this money, the Rolls Royce, the Bentleys, and all these things, jewelry, see you on TV. That's the person they know. But what if that person goes away? You just a regular person. What if they don't like you for you? Because there's always going to be a time in marriages, it's going to be a point where we're really going to see our true selves. We can't fake this forever. The true self is going to come out, whether that's in the beginning, whether that's in the middle, whether that's later on in life. Your true self is going to come out. So if you're an athlete, do you ask yourself, does this person love me for me? Or does this person love me for my money and my status? It's a valid question. But there's a lot of people out there, there's a lot of women out there that want to date you because of your money. They want to get ahead. They want to take your money and then push you away and say, I don't have to deal with you because I'm getting money from child support. So why are they so quick to have kids with you? Because that's child support. Yeah, I need to get with him now, child support, and I need to get that child support based off of his current pay so I can get the big checks. And then you're paying for my house, you're paying for my kids, you're paying for the schooling, you're paying for everything, but you're not here. That's the scam that athletes are getting hit with. So if you don't know that, talk to an athlete that's been through this. And this is why we need more athletes that's gone through this to talk about it. Because if you don't talk about it, nobody really knows. They just hear stories. But I'm glad they had this conversation because it's true. An athlete is used to having everything done for him. So if he gets divorced or if he gets in a marriage, he's expecting the same thing from his wife. I'm sorry, women, it's true. If I'm playing a profession, everybody does things for me that I need to get done, I'm expecting the same thing from my wife, just in the household. So you can't fault me for who I am because this is my life that I live. So if you don't understand that I need you to make sure everything's straight at the home front and I don't want to have to worry about that because I'm playing and you feel like you want to be independent and then be independent on your own damn self. Don't try to be independent while spending my money. So we have to wake up and understand that there's a role that a woman plays if this person is used to this lifestyle. And if he's used to that lifestyle, you understand your role, you're fine. But if you have a problem with it, then don't be with her. But a lot of you guys subdue your problems with that because of the money and the status. But then everything is over. Now you're like, I don't love you no more. Well, because the money's gone. So it's kind of psychologically messing up the athletes, the male athletes. That's why you see them when they're done, they go crazy. It's because everybody was with me. Now everybody left me and taking all my money. So men, athletes, professional athletes, NBA, NFL, all these baseball, make your money, live your life, and get married afterwards. That's a smart play.